Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Kelly. Welcome to Be in the Change. I'm going to get started by reciting my inspiration. Our deepest fear is not that we're inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, which most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people will not feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give others permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Marianne Williamson. I'd like to say welcome to everybody who's watching me for the first time, and welcome back and thank you to everybody who's been following me on this journey. I started in 2019 stating out loud that I was breaking up with fear, I was breaking up with shame, and I was breaking up with guilt, followed by a weekly video for my New Year's resolution, which I was able to keep, and I'm still going strong. My 2020 resolution was to be kinder and more compassionate to myself and others, which I'm still working on, still doing. Last year was to break up with processed sugar. And this year was to have an intention instead of a resolution. And my intention for this year is to attach dollar signs to what it is that I'm doing and to have more clarity of what my vocation is. I am now entering into my vocation, which is my soul's purpose of why I'm really here. And, I've been working on this process for a couple of years now. I got in a car accident in 2019 and I was physically removed from my job. I wasn't able to go back to work as a hairdresser and I had to heal from this accident. I already had neck and back surgeries, multiple neck surgeries, 3 of them, and 2 back surgeries. And then I was herniated above my neck surgery, below my neck surgery, and all across my thoracic as a result of this car accident. And I could not physically go back to work in the same capacity that I used to. So this has been a process for me. It started 3 months before the pandemic started. So I have not had a physical outside of the house normal job since 2019. So as a result of that, I've had to go on Social Security disability, which it took almost 2 years to get. I had to go on food stamps, which I'm still on. I had to get help for my electricity. I have Medicaid for my health insurance. So I've had to get a lot of help and assistance. And what happened after that accident, I was self-employed. I had money saved for a backup, and I had money saved for a backup to my backup, and it wasn't enough. So as a result of that, I have been, I've had to ask for help in ways that I've never had to ask for help, and it's all been financial, and that has been the hardest thing for me. I would rather give you money, I would rather help you than actually acknowledge that financially I'm having a hard time. And really what I wanted to talk about today is money. And I've been talking the past couple of weeks, I need a new car. And my car is from 2013 and the light went on. I had a lot of work done last year and it's just getting to the point where it is not worth putting any more money into. And the last 2 videos I told you guys, I went to a car dealership and I asked them if they would be willing to give me a car, which was the bravest, craziest thing I've ever done in my life. And one of the reasons why I was able to do that is because I've been taught that I don't have to lie or manipulate to get my needs met anymore, which I never knew that, by the way. And I don't need people to feel sorry for me. I don't want people to feel sorry for me and help me. I want people to be able to help me because they can help me. And that is the same way that I operate out of. I've learned not to help people that I feel sorry for, because I usually end up resentful. So one of the reasons why I was able to ask the car dealership for this car, and I told you guys I asked for a 2022 brand new Genesis. And one of the reasons why I asked the dealership if they would be willing to give me this brand new SUV is because they own 27 dealerships. And a lot of times you don't know people's tax brackets and what they're able to do the more that they have. Sometimes they have to get rid of things. So that's one of the reasons why I did ask. So, and I also was in a lot of fear of like, what am I going to do for a car? How am I going to drive? What's going to happen? And and I told people, this is what I did. This is what I'm doing. I have no more shame or guilt about this stuff anymore because I can't, because it weighs me down and it hurts me. And my pride has blocked me from a lot of things in my life, which is joy, which is love, which is a lot of, and fun. When I am not letting other people see where I am and what is going on with me, I am hurting and harming myself. So what I have found out is I got my car inspected today and the light was on for the longest time and it shut off. And today I got it inspected and I was like, Jesus, I don't know how I'm going to pay for this. And because the light was off, it passed inspection and it was only like $78. And I thought it was going to be like $1,700. So that was my gift. So my car is still driving, knock on wood, I thank God. And the one thing I really wanted to talk to you guys about today is money and what a big deal it is and how we were never taught about money. We were taught you should have it, you should give it away, you should be kind, you should be generous, and you should know how to do things with it. Well, guess what? Most people didn't learn how to get it, how to take care of it, what to do with it. At least I didn't. I grew up in a house where my mom used to hide packages in the closet. So guess what I did when I got married? I hid packages in my trunk of my car. And then, I had the way my parents grew up were totally opposite. One had money, one grew up without money. So guess what I learned? I don't even know what I learned, except for I learned not to give a shit about money. I learned how not to give a shit about anything, because whenever people knew that I cared about something, it was going to get taken from me anyway. So I learned to act like nothing ever bothered me. You could take anything from me and it wouldn't have mattered, because I didn't care. And so what I'm realizing is money is an energy exchange. And for a long time, I was a hairdresser and I was self-employed. And at the end, probably the last 7 years, I was self-employed and I worked for myself. I rented space. I bought products. I paid taxes. I had to pay for all my health insurance. I had to pay rent. And that didn't even include my time. So a lot of times, I didn't make as much as people thought they were paying and what they felt like it was worth. And I devalued myself and I devalued others. And most people didn't know. I didn't get vacation. I didn't get paid time off. If I missed work, I didn't get paid. I had to pay my own health insurance. And if I took time off, I lost money. And, you're not supposed to tell people this. You're not supposed to tell people that you're hurting financially or that you can't afford your life or that you can't afford your bills. And we're in this world that as long as it looks good on the outside, that's all that matters. Well, guess what? The better things look on the outside, the worse they are on the inside. At least that has been my experience. The better people look, it's because they're trying to convince themselves that they're okay. And you guys, keeping stuff in when you're not okay, it makes you sick. And lying about how your life is really hard. It's exhausting. It leads you into addictions. And people don't know. People don't know. I didn't know. So I am learning about how to care about stuff, how to care about money, how to ask for what I need, how to say, sometimes, guess what? I saved, I planned for the plan. I had a backup plan and it wasn't enough. And it's not because there's something wrong with me or because I did something wrong, which has always been part of the shame that I carried around. If something happens, it must be all of my fault. I must have caused it. I must have did something to make it happen. And sometimes that is just not true. Sometimes life just hands you lemons. And yes, you have to make lemonade. But if you've never made lemonade before, you don't know how to make it. And you need other people who learned how to make lemonade to come and teach you. So you guys, I quit processed sugar last year, and then I ended up picking it up between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and my chin broke out so bad, and I swore it was from the sugar, and I thought it was all my fault that my face broke out. And I haven't had processed sugar since December. I can't remember what date, but it kicks my ass. It makes me so sick now. I can't eat it. I want to, but I can't. My face is still broken out 2 months later. I thought it was all my fault that my face broke out. I thought I caused it because I eat sugar and it's not good for me. But my face is breaking out because my face is breaking out. And what I'm learning is how to be more compassionate and kind to myself and others when situations don't look the way everybody thinks they should. So anyway, thank you so much for everyone watching. Please stay tuned, stay safe, and I will see you all next week. And I'm still driving my car and it worked out okay. So I thank God for that. And thanks for watching, everyone. Take care.